Hi, Maria.
And I'm Paul, 7 Stars Bar and Grill.
So we're coming to you because we have more news, which means more changes.
Yay! Yeah.
This was actually a little tiny little bit of good news.
Yes, definitely good.
We got the first part of our SBA grant loan thing that we had applied for. Seems like it was years ago. I think it was sometime in March.
Yeah.
But it came through today, and so we're super excited to make some changes with that, having that funding. So we're in the hopes of bringing some staff back, increasing sales a little more. So the first major change is going to be open on Sundays.
Yep, we're going to be open on Sundays.
At least this next few weeks.
Yep. Saturday's been working out great, but we had chosen Sunday as a day off for us to get ourselves together. But because in light of what's happening, we're opening up. We're going to do business as we've been doing on Sundays. But there's more.
There's more. And so the other thing that we're excited to start on Thursday,
yep.
and we're still figuring out all the details, but delivery. So
yep.
on delivery on Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. So we're still like...
There's definitely going to be some kinks that we're going to have to iron out, but we want to make it happen. We want to give it a shot at least to see if it'll work out.
So one of my favorite new phrases that keeps coming up in the midst of all this is building the plane as we fly it. And that's
nice.
exactly what it feels like. So the exact details of everything we'll post Thursday morning. Whereas, like I said, we didn't know if this money was going to come through. We initially heard it would be 3 business days from the application time, which, like I said, was so many moons ago.
Weeks and weeks ago.
And so we woke up this morning and there it was. So now we're like, okay, so now what? So one thing we talked about is a $5 fee for delivery. And not because that $5 will cover our time or our gas.
And as it stands, Maria and I personally will be making these deliveries.
So not that $5 will cover that, but that the reason we wanted to start trying to do deliveries is we've been hearing from some customers that really would love to support us or really craving some more food or cocktails that they really can't do it without delivery. They either don't have transportation or they're high risk and can't leave or they have symptoms.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping to save the delivery for those customers first. So we don't want to just shift our pickup business to delivery because that won't really overall help us increase sales. We're really hoping to add to our sales by being able to deliver people that have been really needing it. So that fee would be waived if you are high risk, if you are showing symptoms, if you don't have transportation, and really just asking people to save it if pickup is an option for you and we do curbside, so it's contactless, that you continue to pick up so that we can save this for the people who need it most.
And who can benefit from it for sure.
And so we're going to see, like, as we're knocking around ideas, do we say, like, maybe we waive the fee if you do an hour pre-order so that maybe we're able to get those deliveries in a certain area all to in one delivery. Like, we're not DoorDash, Uber Eats. We're still figuring out how we do this. We're pretty sure that someone's going to order and one of us will leave, and then 5 minutes later another order will come for their neighbor right next door. So we're trying to figure out how we can best facilitate this. So we'll be figuring out the details and discussing it and getting it up.
More wrinkles that we got to work out, but we're excited to get it started.
And I didn't even tell you I was going to say this, but one other little bit of good news is all the regulars we've been seeing. Thank you so much.
It's been amazing. The support, we feel it, we love it, we're so appreciative.
We're seeing our regulars, we're seeing our friends, we're seeing parents and families from our kids' school. Like, it's just been so great. And we really wanted to post about this and even maybe do another video and talk about it, but like, it has been overwhelming to figure out on the fly how to do the homeschooling with the kids and the learning at home and doing this and being the only ones working all this time.
Yeah.
And we're in our 6th week now, which was mind-boggling to realize. But we had 2 different customers that came in and gave large cash tips to our staff and left it for them, and that was amazing. And one of them actually happened on April 1st, so that's how long ago we should. And I was so excited to be able to finally text staff with good news, like, guess what? And someone's like, is this an April Fool's joke?
Somebody thought it was an April Fool's joke.
I was like, oh my God, we would be the worst people in the world to make a
I
joke
found it
right
hilarious, and it's totally something I would do, I just didn't think of it. Yeah.
Anyway, so we wanted to give that out too. It was so great that we had customers that wanted to take care of our staff like that. So all the support and everything's been really great, really, really good news. And now we're going to switch gears and talk about some food and some cocktails. So Paul, what's happening in the kitchen?
So in the kitchen, we've still got a lot of good stuff, and we've got more stuff coming up. Currently, I've got the fresh pulled pork that I've made. It's delicious. It's really good stuff.
How long does it take to make?
Well, it's a 3-day process. The first day, it's all about brining it and getting it together. The second day, it's slow roasted throughout the day. All day long, slow roasted, but it makes it so good. And then the third day, it's literally just pulling it apart, and it's getting it ready, portioning it out, and letting people know that it's there, ready to go.
And we're making some new things tomorrow.
So tomorrow, I'm going to knock out. We got such a great response with our clam chowder. I'm going to go for it again. I'm going to bust out another pot of that. It's going to be good stuff. And my personal favorite to snack on, and we've gotten a lot of good response from, good reactions, is the vegan queso that we've got.
I love it too. It's super yum.
It's
People
really
have been putting it like making our burgers with it. Lettuce wrap burger with the veggie patty. And then the vegan queso.
On top of that.
Potato skins.
On potato skins, and bypassing the bacon and obviously the regular cheese, but then chopping vegetables, put on top, fresh tomatoes on top of that. It's really good. And of course, just on top of our regular nachos like you
can also
get.
come with chips, veggies. Again, we've put this note before, we're just making sure everyone knows when we say something's vegan or you ask for something vegetarian or no dairy or whatever, is this that we have a small kitchen and cross-contamination is nearly impossible to stop in such a small area. We use the same fryer for the potato skins that we use for the chicken wings and stuff, so if it's an allergy, ethical, religious, then this isn't for you.
It won't work.
Yeah.
It won't work.
So make sure everyone knows that. And what are we always making? There's some, we talked about it before.
The last meatloaf that I made just flew out the kitchen. Really good stuff. And of course the meatballs that I hand roll myself back there are doing very well still. So those are continually being made.
So the meatballs can come in a container just like this, or also as a sub in
a sandwich. We can get them in a sandwich like that. We've been serving them hot in the to-go containers like this with a little Parmesan on top of that, or in the roll with more Parmesan and Monterey Jack cheese on top of that. Also, we serve it any other way?
Well, yeah. So we were talking about, this was part of going in hand with the delivery too, is trying to do some like meal kit ideas. So if you pre-order food with like at least an hour's notice and you want it cold, like the meatballs, like the meatloaf patty melt, we can give you everything that goes into making it, and then you grill it up at home when you're ready.
Our chili as well.
Chili. Any of the soups can be cold. And then we would offer a discount, because if you're able to pre-order and we can pack it ahead of time before it's our busy time, and or for deliveries, it's much easier for us to keep cold things cold than it is to keep hot things hot. Then we can do more deliveries.
Right.
So we're still figuring out what that'll look like, but some sort of like a meal kit type thing where you get it cold for a discount, and with enough time to pre-order that we can schedule everything.
Get the break in the price. You give us a head start on being able to get it ready for you on time and get it out to you if that's the case. It helps us out, helps you out. Good stuff.
So yeah, so we're working on that.
Right.
Is that everything in the kitchen?
That's what I got. Are you going to show some drinks?
I'm going to talk about cocktails, my favorite thing. Oh, I talked too long and everything starts melting. So last time I talked about the Mazgranata, which is one that really, the spirits and the ingredients really speak to me to give me an idea of that character. And this is kind of like the opposite. So the first one I'm going to start with is the Finn and Poe, which two of my favorite characters when episode 7 came out and continued through 8 and 9. Real bros. So I was really looking for that way of like what's something that can go together in that really great way. And also like the Mazgranata, I never really liked gin. And for me, beer and tequila taste like high school, not in a good way. And so anytime I can use ingredients that I wouldn't normally drink on their own or drink by choice, and I can make them work, then I get excited about it. It's kind of a challenge for me.
For sure.
So I start with Frida Kahlo's Blanco Tequila. Love the label. So that's a shot of that. When we make it here at the bar, we do a rim job, but we pack this up for you to take home. So this is salt and tahini that you do your own rim job at home, and add that to the list of things I never thought I'd say in a professional setting. Do your own rim job.
I was going to let it go. I was going to let it go and tease her later, but.
And then it's fresh squeezed lemon and lime juices that go into that also. And I still build them in the glass even when I'm making them to go, because certain things like this, I'm not used to how much would go in the shaker,
right? Because
we didn't shake them before. So, and then it's lemon and lime juice, the tequila, and then this is 805, Firestone's 805, and it goes right to the top. And so I still use this to make sure I get my portions right. But then I'm still gonna throw it in a shaker. I do like this beer. If I shook it, it would really foam up and take away a lot of the carbonation. So I don't want to shake it. But I do want to make sure it's chilled when it gets to you. And just like we've mentioned before, you can ask for a side of ice and we can have that for you. But we do take all the ice out so it doesn't melt and get watered down on the way home. And so there's a little bit of room in there too for the carbonation. And then do you know what the next one I'm going to make is? Can you guess?
Ooh,
So I have
I'm
my-
looking around. Oh, yep.
My orange wedge.
Using our favoriteest whiskey ever. I think you're gonna make us a Han Solo.
I am.
Yay! All right.
And so this is one of my little pet peeves is I love these little swords. I think they look like lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
And they're difficult to work with and they're expensive and I love them. So yes, cold cock whiskey. And again, I'm making it in the glass with melted ice. So again, I build this in the glass because it's hard for me to keep track of. When we make it here in the bar, I put the orange wedge in first and pour the whiskey over it so that it gets some of the flavor. But for this, I leave it in the container ready to go. So it's a shot of the cold cock whiskey. So cold cock. And then this is our ginger beer. So this is Cock and Bull ginger beer. So this drink isn't about the essence of it, reminding me of Han Solo. It's that Han Solo,
He's so cocky.
such a cocky dude. So this is a cocky drink for a cocky dude with our Cock and Bull ginger beer and our cold cock whiskey. And the same thing, I made it over the drink so that I'm able to pour it into there. But I'm still gonna strain it out and do this with it. So these are two more of our Star Wars cocktails and some of our favorites. And how much do I love how cocky Han Solo is? You do it with me.
Where's it at? I don't
So
know if
we're
you can see it
backwards.
here, backwards, but
My wrist says, I love you, and his says,
I know.
which because he's so cocky. So these are some of the cocktails available to go. Some of the food available to go. Delivery starting this weekend on Thursday. Details still to come, a little shaky, but we'll figure it all out and are excited to tell you more about it.
Definitely look for our posts. Stay in touch. This video is going to go up on Instagram as well. Follow us there. If you have any questions, just hit us up. Shoot us a message.
Yeah, we love to talk. Ask us questions. We'll tell you what we think.
She loves to talk.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you.
I love you.
What'd you say?
I love you.
I love you.